For example, you're a very busy person and you've been struggling with managing your time. So let me show you exactly how you can become more efficient with your time. Now, when it comes to time management, what you need to know is that you cannot manage something you cannot measure or something you cannot track. So being able to measure something, being able to track it is the first step to managing it. For example, I mean, if you bring me into your business to manage your business, you necessarily will not expect me to become superhuman in the first 1 week and deploy my genius and drive maximum results in the first 1 week and all of that. Yeah, as much as you're going to be having high expectations, but you need to give me time to settle into the business, right? To integrate myself, to become more aware of the business, know exactly how things are being done here and there in the business. Is the same thing with your time. When you want to manage your time, one of the first things you should do is, first of all, to become more aware of your time, of your 24 hours, what you're actually doing with your 24 hours. I mean, as much as we know that, I'm a mother, I have a business, I'm a businessman, I go to church, I do this, I have that. Yeah, we know all those things, you're doing all of that, yeah? But for you to be able to bring in efficiency in managing your time and creating more time for yourself, you need to, first of all, focus on tracking your time, focus on becoming more aware of where your time goes, what you do with your time. And how do you do that? Is by tracking your day. Track your day. Yeah, so you can do a 7 days challenge, for example, and tell yourself, for the next 7 days I'm going to track everything I'm going to be doing throughout the day, right? So you can start today and you say, okay, so from the time you woke up, you can do maybe every 3 hours or every 6 hours. At the end of every 3 hours, you stop, you take a pause, take 3 minutes and ask yourself, what have I been doing in the last 3 hours? Yeah, and you write it. Okay, so from so time to so time, I woke up by so time. From that time to this time, I did this. And then after that, I did this. After that, I did this. Do you understand? Until the time you're doing that review. After that, again, you go for another 3 hours, or if you want to do 6 hours, right? You are able to ask yourself, after 6 hours, so what have I been doing with the last 6 hours? Where did my time go to? What did I channel my energy to? What did I channel my focus to? Right? When you've done this for 7 days, something will shift. When you've done this for 7 days, something would happen to you. You realize that you're now more aware of your time. You realize that you're now more aware of where your time is going to, what you're doing with your time. You now ask yourself, if I'm to relive these 7 days, right? If I'm to go back to the beginning of this week that just ended, that I tracked my day every day for the 7 days, and I can see every activity I did from the day 1 of that week to the day 2 to the day 3. If you are to now track everything, you now begin to ask yourself, okay, so if I'm to go over it again, if I'm to relive it again, what would I eliminate? Do you get? What would I add? And all of that. When you can do that, you now bring it into this new week. Gradually, you begin to realize that you're becoming more aware of your time. You're becoming more aware of the things that are not necessary, the things that are only just important, but they are not urgent, and all of that. And then gradually you begin to learn how to structure your time to focus on the most important things. Okay, so in managing your time, the first thing you need to do is what? Track your time. Now, the second thing you must do is to learn how to plan your day a night before. This is a very powerful principle, a very powerful one. And you need to learn how to plan your day a night before. Before you sleep the night, you ask yourself, so what are the 3 most important things I'm going to be achieving tomorrow? Okay? You write it down. It's good not to be more than 3 if you're just starting off, right? So that as the day starts, you know exactly where to channel your energy. You're not starting off the day confused with a lot of things in your head. You're starting off already with a focus, right? And that helps you to pay more attention to what matters, okay? Because when you wake up every morning without any form of focus, what happens is you will definitely end the day the way you started the day. How did you start the day? You started the day confused, you will always end the day unproductive, okay? So I hope these 2 things helps you. Number 1, track your day, and number 1, track your time, and number 2 is plan the day the night before.